It's great. You guys have, we alternate writer, coach, writer, coach, writer, coach.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's good.
Makes it easier for us to get to know you.
Awesome.
Uh-huh.
Good. How are you?
Should I pop over to the next seat? I'm going to stick myself in here.
You're Playwright Inc. You guys are the playwrights. What else do you know about this program?
It's a lot different than just sitting down and like writing stuff out, where it's really personal and it can get really emotional and be very kind of a powerful, life-changing experience.
Sometimes it's really hard, and I guarantee you that there are going to be times when you guys are like, what the heck am I doing here? And we challenge you to stay with it, so know that ahead of time, that by being a part of the Playwright Workshop, you guys are saying you're going to be here every day, even if it's really hard. Because the hard stuff is the good stuff. And you guys are going to develop 3 different characters this week, all of which are non-human characters. You're going to do an animal character, you're going to do an object from nature character, and you're going to do a man-made object character. Okay, and that'll become clear as the week progresses, but you're going to come up with 3 characters that are completely your own. And then next week, we're going to pair you one-on-one with a coach, so you'll work with the same coach all week. And you're going to go through those characters with them, really get into the hearts and emotions of those characters, and then pick 2 of them to write a play with. So that's kind of the overall structure for the next couple weeks. And then, on the 3rd week, we cast your play, you get to direct your play, and we perform your play in front of an audience.
What's different about a play?
It's more creative.
Yeah. Why?
What makes it more creative?
You have to actually do the work and figure out how it's all going to be set up for it to work.
It's more personal because it's your maybe subconscious coming out into your writing of what you guys are getting out of us.
It's all live.
It's all live. Exactly. And what does that mean to you?
Personally, what is a live performance mean? I don't know, it takes a little more dedication, more practice.
We're interested in what you have to say and it being your story. We're not going to ask you to do anything we ourselves are not also going to participate in, and that doesn't have a point. We're doing all this stuff for a reason. We're working up to you guys writing your play. We're going to make eye contact key, and clap. And then she's going to turn and do the same thing. What do you suppose might be a central idea in writing a play to make it interesting for your audience? Right on the money, conflict. I'm going to start talking about the idea of conflict and what that means. When I say that, what do you think of?
Like a problem.
Problem, yep.
Hey, Paul.
Hey, Timothy.
Can I borrow $5?
Sure.
Where are we at?
He borrowed $5.
He borrowed $5. Mm-hmm. Scale of 1 to 10, interesting. Where are we at?
A 1.
Paul, can I borrow $5?
No.
Can I please borrow $5?
Nope.
Can I borrow $5, Paul?
No.
It's the same thing, like it's repetitive.
It's repetitive, right? Same thing. How do we get out of the repetition?
You create a conflict, make it interesting.
Yes, so how do we create a conflict?
He has to ask why or something like that, and then he'll give him an explanation and he'll say, that's not fair or something, and then a conflict rises from there, and then it gets the audience into it instead of just saying no and please.
What do you guys do to get what you want?
You can beg.
Beg, yeah.
Compromise.
Uh-huh.
Just take it. I'm saying that's what I would do, but you could.
Take it, yep.
Trade.
What's your most successful tactic? There is no right answer to this. I honestly want to know. Yes?
Persuade.
Some people cry.
Persuasion.
Like they use like their emotions.
Blackmail, manipulate.
So we call these tactics. It's what characters do to get what they want.
The death of a salesman in his green velvet slippers in the smoker of the New York, New Haven, and Hartford. Going into Boston, when he died, hundreds of salesmen and buyers were at his funeral. Things were sad on a lot of trains. In those days, there was personality in it, Howard. There was respect. There was comradeship and gratitude in it. And today, it's all cut and dried. And There's no chance for bringing friendship to bear or personality. You see what I mean? They don't know me anymore.
That's just the thing, Willie.
If I had $40 a week, that's all I'd need. $40.
Kid,
Howard.
I can't take blood from a stone.
Howard, the year Al Smith was nominated, your father came to me!
I've got some people to see,
I'm
kid.
talking about your father. There were promises made across this desk. You mustn't tell me you got people to see! I put 34 years into this firm!
It wasn't dry, it had us involved, the story kept going, it wasn't repetitive, I don't know.
Yeah.
Depth.
It kind of kept us on the edge of our seats, and they kind of had a lot of background.
Trying to drive on the fact that, hey, your father was a good man, he saw me as a good man. There was promises that me and him had, and he's not here. I hope he would honor them.
How much does he need when he first comes in?
65.
And then what happens to that?
Drops to 40.
This is a really great example of what happens when you take two emotionally developed characters and put them in a scene together and have them react to one another.
I mean, this play is like 60 years old and it's still being performed because of that, because there are things that everybody can still relate to. So I would challenge you guys to think about that as you write your plays and develop your characters and think about conflict and all that.
You will also get to direct your actors. Dun dun dun. We are all here and you guys are going to make amazing art, and that can be a hard thing. And so creating a space where you can trust us to say what you want to say and explore what you want to explore is really important.
Zaid.
Zaid.
Paul? Yes. You think that's the keeper?
Yeah.
Good.
Genevieve.
Yeah.
Tamara.
Eliza.
Zaid.
Jay. Kristen.
Patrick.
Timothy.
Mike.
Lindsay.
Michael.
Michael's mine. No, you do.
Oh, I do mine? Yeah. I thought I was supposed to do his. My bad. Oh, mine is Fernando. No. Michael.
So Aurora.
Paul.
Sydney.
Bruce.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
And now I want you to freeze. And when I say start again, I want you to be in the body of a duck. Take a moment to really think of what this duck looks like. How big are you? How small are you? What do the feathers feel like? And start again. You are now a duck. Walk as a duck. At 3. How do you feel? What does the world around you look like? Take it up to 4. Someone or something will follow. Stay safe.
This is Aurora's work. Tammy, an Asian elephant. I'm big as a really old tree, slow, kind of looking around, paying attention to the surroundings. Things have changed, new trees, new plants since the last time I came through.
This is Matthew's work. I'm a parrot named Zion, about the size of a pineapple, and 7 years old.
This is Zaid's work. I am Saul, the owl. I'm slightly shorter than a fire hydrant, gray mostly on my flight feathers.
This is Fernando's work. I'm a giant lizard. I'm 8 feet long. I live on the edge of a pond. There's camouflage. The leaves cover me up, and the color of the water, dirty water, camouflages my skin.
This is Mike's work. My name is Steve. I'm a deer. I'm not very big, 5.5 feet tall from head to toe, 200 pounds, really fast.
I'm kind of rough, a lot of ridges all over my body.
I'm not noisy. I keep quiet. You don't really know when I'm around.
My secret is once I almost drowned. It's embarrassing because I should know how to swim.
Now I weigh more than I used to, and it's more of a pull on my body. I can't really pay attention to where I'm going, too intrigued with the surroundings. I try to pay more attention, but I grew up looking for predators around me, looking around instead of where I'm going.
I want to be a part of the community of animals I see every day, to do something to contribute.
I'm afraid of being stepped on by an elephant. If you get hurt, you're an easy prey. I would feel vulnerable, like I can't do anything for myself. It makes me feel desperate. Then I would want to give up, and I don't want to give up.
To die, to sleep, for a chance to dream. Aye, there's the rub. For in that sleep of death, what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil must give us pause.
It's her thoughts, but it's like she's saying them like aloud so that the audience can hear and know her point of view and her perspective and how she's thinking.
We get to see that this person is like raw, alone, by themselves, and then we get to see the next scene, and maybe it changes, and maybe that even adds another layer or another depth or another side of this character that we get to see.
My name is Betty.
Mm-hmm.
And
What are you?
I'm a bird's nest.
Okay. Tell me about yourself. What do you look like?
A Venus flytrap.
Named Paul. My roots go down very, very deep, feet into the ground.
Okay. I mean, what specifically do you want out of friendship?
Good family.
What are the feelings that you'd have if you had that?
Happiness.
My flower buds haven't bloomed, they're just closed, locked away. And,
Great. I'm looking at Samantha, and I can tell she's happy this day. What's different about you?
She's up straighter, more spread out.
What else?
Not watching the clouds as much.
Ah, so watching what or doing what instead?
Looking at the other flowers.
the fact that my roots go so far, so deep, being a weed, I could be easily pulled, and with these roots, that isn't gonna happen very easily. Anyone who tries to boot me out ain't gonna happen.
We're gonna be more spread out, not watching clouds.
Relaxes and kind of slumps down, spread out and beautiful, I guess.
How would being happy affect your petals?
Kind of spreads them out, shows them off more.
This is Matthew's work. I'm a Venus flytrap named Tom. My favorite food is a giant wasp. They're crunchy and big, and it's fun to try and eat them because they fight back.
I'm a carnation, Samantha. I'm red, apple red, bright, 3 months old. My stem is flimsy, thin. My leaves are kind of small, ovalish, dark green. Where I live, it's windy, and it pushes me, makes me bend. I live on a cliff. It's kind of dry and dark, not much rain.
I'm a dark golden brown Douglas fir pine cone. They're the bigger ones in the forest. I'm a little prickly, individual, little pokey thing.
Scotty the Scotch broom. I'm very loud and stubborn. I'm green. My leaves are like pine needles. They smell like yard debris you leave out in the sun.
I am 4 years old. In my 4 years, I've seen a lot and helped raise many baby birds, taking care of them to the point they're able to leave the nest safely. Watching them go is bittersweet because once they leave, I know I've done my job if they're able to leave safely. But it's also sad because I'm alone until another bird finds me.
I want to see beyond this garden. I want to learn, to gain knowledge. I'm curious to know where I am going now. The basket is being lifted off the ground. I can't look anywhere but down over the edge.
I want to feel like I'm the protector of the pine cones and tower over the other trees. But I need healthy soil with more nutrients and less competition to grow in the sunlight.
It's lonely. I want friends, other flowers. Like pansies, they're colorful. I'm mainly just one or two colors, but they can be multiple.
When I'm proud, I would stand straight up, flowers full bloom. When I'm appreciated, I'd gladly show off my flowers. Like if someone congratulated me, told me what a good job I did, that others like me around. But that's hard for Scotch Broom. I'm not normally appreciated. Others don't want me around. I'm headstrong. I don't take advice. It puts others off. My want is to make a dent in the world. I want to build a boat out of trees and sand to travel, explore new areas, find new land. I'd feel really good. It would mean that I believed in myself. My fear is that I'm scared that no one is listening to me, so I make myself heard. If I'm loud and obnoxious, others have to listen to me. I want to feel like I'm worth something.
Today, this is our kind of review last week. Read over all the stuff you've written in here, not the emotional writing that you did just now. That's always private. But we'll read through all your character work, all your exercise work, kind of looking for things that resonate, filling in holes if they're there.
So go back to, this bird's nest. You're 12 feet off the ground.
Yeah.
What's the weather like?
At times when it's nice out, the sun will come through the trees and it's warm and I feel happy.
How often does this happen?
Not so often.
Samuel would be afraid of not really passing on knowledge or helping the bear community as a whole.
Why?
Why? Well, that's a good question. I didn't think that far ahead, but
Well, that's what today's for.
To be honest, I don't know. I'm not really close to my family. For this reason and many others, I'm not really a family person.
So this, you got a lot of material to put into the conflict between these two characters.
Yeah.
Between Carl and Scotty. It's good. It's good. It's going to be excellent.
But
Yeah,
the one I can really feel suited in, I think, is definitely Carl. Just because of this one want and like how that want reflects in him. It's just like that came from like my want. I just want to I don't know, I just want to do something.
I think that maybe he would say that he wants to contribute. He wants his life to mean something and to have an impact on others.
I'm Tammy, an Asian elephant. I'm big as a really old tree, and slow, kind of looking around, paying attention to the surroundings. I live in a forest right on the edge of the desert. It's clumped together with trees, pine and evergreen. And your greatest fear is breaking a bone that would puncture a lung or an organ. Any clues there?
So the fact that you don't know, quite what this means, it's great. It's excellent. And now you get to open your mind and think about what that could mean for a character that's a piece of Scotch Broom that's in a deep sandy area by the ocean. What does it mean for him to leave a dent in the world? You don't have to answer right now, but just park that thought. Keep working on it.
How was it for you today?
Made me think. Made me think about my characters, but it was good.
It's good. I'm feeling a lot more confident with my characters now. With characters that I wasn't liking in the beginning, I'm definitely taking a better liking to them now.
It went pretty smooth. Like I didn't realize that we were approaching the end.
I had to really think about how this character would react to certain things, why he does the things he does, why he feels this way.
Kind of tiring, frustrating. I guess made me think a lot more than I wanted to.
Zip, zip, pow.
Zip,
boing.
Zip.
Great sky hook has been caught. Zip.
Great sky hook
Has been caught. Zip.
Zip.
boing.
Oh, zip. Zip.
We're gonna amp the
Pow.
energy here, guys. This is like
Zip.
Kick!
Go! Zip.
Zip.
Kick!
Go! Where did that come from? Did I miss that instruction or something?
You got it now. Rock and roll.
Zip.
Zip.
Boing.
Pow.
Toro.
So you will be nailing out conflict today. You will be creating a history between the characters today. Okay? A history. Look at your faces.
It's like, crap, it's a lot.
Yeah, it is. And then the third thing you're going to nail out today is crisis, and why it is right now that this conflict is taking place.
Don't get attached to reality, to making sense.
That's like trying to tell a train to go off its tracks.
I don't want to take that on myself.
Take that on myself.
I also don't want that kind of negativity around me.
It's hard as hell to make a train go off its tracks.
Yeah,
they're
it can.
heavy and they're big, and by God, those tracks are there for it, right?
Yeah.
And that's what you're saying where you are, and I'm trying to push you off that.
I mean, you're drawing from something you've experienced, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
But I'm
Use
trying
it.
to put it through the leaf.
Right. We'll just latch onto the feelings. Did you say that to your mom?
Did I say what? Did I take care of myself?
Yeah, I do that
Yeah.
anyway. What did she do?
She got really pissed off and mad because she was like, then don't use my water, don't eat any of my food that I pay for, don't use my heat, don't use any of that. Like, you might as well go find a different home.
So now, take that conflict that you and I are having and stick it into these two guys. So one of them is trying to push the other one off the tracks in some way.
Okay. Okay, I get that a little bit more. I get that a little. Yeah. Okay, I definitely get that one.
So
okay,
which one of these characters is likely to be on the
pushing,
tracks?
Which one's likely to be on the tracks?
And which
Probably,
one's gonna be
probably
pushing?
Carl. The one trying to push, probably definitely Scotty.
But yet she won't let me leave
But yet she won't let you leave.
because she needs me.
How does she need you?
Who else would clean and do all the things that she wants? Like, who's gonna watch out for the flower?
It just separates him from his family.
So is that what he wants? Is to separate himself?
Yeah, he doesn't want to be looked at as like, oh, you know, that's them, that's that family, that's what they do. They're just a group of failures. You know, he wants to be like, you know, that part of the family is a group of failures, but not Carl.
We can only proceed if that's still feeling real to you.
Yeah, that feels real to me, but
The only way I could think of like a carrot like going about that is just getting plenty of drinking water and lots of sunlight. And soil, but that's boring for a play.
What? That's not boring.
Would you want to watch a play of a carrot drinking water and getting sunlight?
That wouldn't be in your play because they were important things for him to do, but also I wouldn't find it boring.
If that's his goal, though, to...
Okay, so I think we're in the land of maybe you're not trusting the process.
When is it that your roots feel tight? Do you remember that? Was it when the wind blows they feel tight? So how would that change if you're feeling straight and proud? How would the roots feel different?
Loose.
Loose? And how does that make you feel in your roots?
Relaxed, happy. I won't let you write something boring. I won't physically put my pencil on the paper if you say something that I don't think will work in a play.
Okay, so you think that would work somehow?
Mike, I need to know what you feel emotionally connected to. That's what I think will work. And I think if you are just trying to give me the right answers, that it won't work.
So don't stress about it. And don't think about Playwrite for 24 hours.
Okay.
Just let go.
Yeah.
You're doing great. Your emotions, your feelings are really driving this, and that means that you're doing the real work.
Mhm.
You're being incredibly brave.
That's frustrating.
Take care of yourself tonight.
Yeah. Shake it off.
Yeah.
Everywhere?
Yes.
Bye.
Okay.
Today felt very hard for me.
Today's, look at all these faces. It's just a very hard day. It is. It's just a hard day. Have you guys talked about specific conflict stuff? Okay.
We haven't gotten there yet.
Danced around for quite a long time, like 45 minutes.
Uh-huh.
But finally he said, and he goes, and he was saying stuff like, well, I don't know what it is, but I'll know when I find it. And, explaining how that much esotericness might be difficult. Anyway, then he said, well, I'm lost. That's why I'm still in school at this age. And it was like, that's what I mean about emotionally connected, and that will work great.
Perfectly,
And then
thank you very
imagine what emotional satisfaction would feel like for a carrot. And then he did it.
I'm having big challenges. Aurora said she took her meds this morning and they started to wear off, and she said she spaces out, and she was really spaced out.
I mean, I've had a couple where I had that, and I just had to make things so simple. No matter how smart they are without the meds or whatever, you just have to make things really, really simple. She probably trusts you a little bit.
I think she does. I think she's...
Absolutely.
Yeah, seems like it.
Yeah.
I'd like to challenge you guys to write about a time in your life when there was something in front of you that you did not think you were going to be able to do. Some hurdle that seemed insurmountable to you, that you did in fact hurdle. So you're focusing on two emotions. What was standing in your way when you didn't think you could do it, and then the emotion after you were able to accomplish this thing.
Yesterday was pretty difficult. Very difficult.
I don't like being sensitive, so it's easier with Paulo.
There's a lot of things I wanted to change that I didn't like, and we had to do all that and at the same time move forward.
Complicated because I had to go deeper into the connections.
More intricate, like we've kind of like laid out what we had to do. We kind of have the know-how to do it. Yesterday was putting that into practice. It the most difficult day.
It is true that the hardest part of this process is getting the conflict between the two characters. But once you conquer that, once you're over it and you have them and they're real characters and you know them and they're really deeply in conflict, you will find the rest of the stuff all works its way out. And I want to do a shakedown because I want to amp the energy up a bit.
Ready? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 1, 1, 1, 1, 3.
Aurora, we miss you in Circle. Talk to me about how yesterday was.
Good, I guess. This was really difficult.
Yeah. Did you guys spend any time yesterday thinking about conflict or the relationship between your characters?
Yeah. I got that mostly done.
Yeah, cool. Feel like you're ready to start it?
Maybe.
Good.
Okay. And then what's next?
There's a big storm coming that will wash all the gathered wood and vines out to sea. That's what it's going to do that threatens Scotty's situation. What is it going to do that's going to threaten Carl? It may be nothing.
He's distant and Rosie doesn't know why. And she wants to know why, but he's just not opening up at all. And so...
Has she asked him before already?
Oh, a big old storm threatening to come wash away everything. I don't know. It's kind of a shared kind of thing. But yeah, no. If we had to come up with something else, I don't even know where to start.
Maybe like scoots or something.
Let me see.
That takes me long. Like,
No, that's good.
I can't do that.
You just did it. I let you crack me up. You're saying I can't do it. At the same time
Well,
that you
that'd
are
take
doing
too
it.
long.
What else could you do?
That's what I'm saying.
No, you don't need to brainstorm. You need to move your body and get out of your head.
Well, I'm still brainstorming. I'm just standing up. I'm just standing up now.
Well, what happens if you do this?
You spin around.
Okay.
Tammy feels relaxed and delighted when she's with Samantha. Samantha might be able to figure out where the cave is, where it's quiet. Who makes the first comment? What's the first line in your play? So that's the most noise you've made for a while. See if you can translate that into some dialogue.
You got flyers. You got flyers. You got flyers. You got flyers. You might want to put this next to you to help you stay excited through your last writing day, to keep your eye on the goal of your performance next Tuesday. Remember that we're here to have fun, speak the truth, okay? Okay?
Okay. Alright. I just don't know where I should be moving this next.
Just remember, you want to go deeper into the conflict. Make the conflict more intense and make it more emotional. Because it's not just about building a boat or, getting some grease. It's about those deeper wishes and needs. Now's the time when you have to reveal those things to the public, because you know it all here, but until it gets onto the script, nobody else is going to know.
Yeah. Okay.
Tammy, how do you feel when I say that? How do you feel when I say I'll be able to stand up straighter if you help me?
Tammy.
This image, I keep
I
on this image,
guess
I could
make her feel kind of useless.
and then what?
I continue to hear them saying, talking past each other and not addressing what the other one is saying to them. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
They're defensive with each other.
I am not going to write it down if it's not emotionally connected. I will not.
Okay.
Okay. So, now I will take a chill pill and drink some coffee.
That's why you're so amped up.
I'm amped up because when you say something to me, like I'm just saying this to get it done, you are doing yourself a disservice. So,
you want to give this another try?
I want you to promise me that you will not just say stuff to get it done.
Okay.
Do you promise that?
Yes.
Okay. Really?
Yes.
And then I get the smile, which makes me not believe necessarily, but okay.
I'm being sincere.
Okay, all right, I believe you. I like the little meditation fingers. Okay.
I do a lot of gestures.
Okay. So, where did you start having them just say stuff to get done?
So, let's do it this way, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I know the rumors. You know the rumors. I need to leave this island, and you need to stay out of that shed, away from the other snorkels. This may be a way out. You make the choice.
I can't.
Look, I'm desperate. I don't have any time at all. I felt like this little dot in the world that means nothing. Now, here's my chance to change all of that. If I don't build this boat...
Watching his spine. That question is still hanging.
You have a roll. You're doing great. Keep going.
I don't feel as bad as I did yesterday.
You what?
I don't feel as bad as I did yesterday.
You're doing great.
Tammy would say,
What is he? Okay, so he breathes and then...
I don't want to risk it. It sounds too dangerous.
And Samantha says?
Samantha says she's not worried about it. It wouldn't hurt her.
Wait, her?
It wouldn't hurt me.
He would have his hands out to his sides.
Are they hands?
Grabbers.
What are they?
Grabbers.
Grabbers.
Out to the side. And he would start kind of pacing, circling a little bit, looking at the walls.
Okay. Good.
Okay, if I don't build this boat, then I'll always be nothing? No, because we keep saying that. We keep
He's
getting
stronger
this
than
loop.
that.
Yeah.
Say it.
Um,
You got 2 minutes.
Just a reminder about title.
Yes, ma'am.
I need small description of both characters for the program and also t-shirt size.
if I don't... What's this? Build this...
If I don't build this boat...
And it's too easy to say he's a douche.
I know.
Like those are making excuses. Why, Rosie, why do you want to be friends with this guy? And why do you put up with that? And why is he still here?
Oh my god.
Yeah. It's go time.
I
Yeah.
know.
That they only use me because I'm the only thing around.
That they only use me because because I'm the only thing around. How does that feel?
Makes me feel sad.
Yeah, be more descriptive
Mm.
and raise the stakes on it.
Okay.
We only have a minute left, so look, I'm desperate. I don't have any time at all. I felt like this little dot in the world that means nothing. Now, here's my chance to change all of that. You've got 60 seconds. How does Carl finish it off?
Don't stay over there.
Not every play resolves the ending. A play doesn't have to tie everything up in a nice little package with a bow on it.
Ugh. I gotta go with an end. I just don't know what. Okay. If I don't build this boat. I thought of something, but that's a little weird.
All right, cool. Okay. Curtain.
So every writer has a half hour to read and direct their piece with their actors, okay?
Whoa! You can't just come in here.
Why not?
Why not? This room needs to stay clean. You're dirty from the swamp. You can't come in here. You've got bug crud all over your grabbers. There's mud on your roots. Oh, you smell like sewage.
This? Sewage? What about you?
When he says you smell like sewage,
Yes.
It's insulting. And that it kind of sends you over the edge. And you kind of mock him, kind of belittle him.
It has a lot to do with my family's dynamic and
Yeah.
puts them in a really bad light.
Yeah.
And I know they're gonna be. I don't know. I just
There's-
want them to be here, but they're gonna be here.
It's important that they are anyway, even if that's kind of.
I've never been a
what's
part of my
going on.
family at all.
Yeah? Did you tell them about the
Well,
show?
yeah. I mean, I told them about it. I thought it was only right, but I can't see them being like, "Oh yeah, dude, awesome." No, they're not.
That's a harsh outlook.
Oh, well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. They're gonna be here, so I have really no choice because I'm not gonna tell them no, don't come.
Yeah. Maybe it'll be a good thing in some strange way.
Maybe. Stuff like that does happen to me.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Has anybody seen Mike?
Mike's gonna be here a little later. He's taking his bike.
Don't even go over my ears.
I have a problem, and I need help. I want to be closer to the trees.
How can I help you get closer?
You can bring me water from the creek. That would loosen the soil. It would make it easier for me to move closer to the grove of trees. The soil would not be as tight and compact on my roots.
Is there anything less dangerous I can do to help? Can you tell me a little bit about what Tammy wants?
She wants to be able to help her friend with her problem without hurting either one of them. But she doesn't want to have to actually worry about problems herself.
Oh. Okay. Okay. So, that's really good for me to know.
So it's that whole thing of,
Is he lost or hurt, or did he just blow it off and you don't know? But he doesn't get to be here for having his play rehearsed, which is a huge part of it. And it's hard when it happens, because it's, you know, you just want to feel proud like that, and you know, I don't think he does.
Why am I telling her that I'll have to admit I can't make it on my own? Did I just come, is that something that I've known for a long time?
It's something that you've known, but you never really like said it.
Why can't I?
Why can't you say it? Because you
Why can't I make it on my own? What does that mean?
Like breaking free, like completely independent. You're not with the flower anymore. That means getting your own place, like to stay your own like habitat and everything, or a new flower, something or someone to give you nutrients and such that you need to live and survive.
And I can't do that on my own?
You're scared that you might not be able to.
Well, that's different than admitting that I can't do it.
But because like the flower has told you so many times that you can't make it on your own, you start like you're thinking that you can't make it on your own.
I want to say that I am incredibly proud of all of you guys, all of you writers, for sticking with it, for doing what you promised to do, for respecting yourself and respecting the process. And it's never the way you think it's going to be. The process is always harder than you think it's going to be.
You know, it's 2 weeks, but if you condense all the hours together, it's only about 24 hours. And like when you think of like that, we go from, you know, walk like a duck at a 3 to this. I mean, it's literally magic. And I felt really proud to be part of the process. So excited to see your plays, so excited to be in 2 of them. Disappointed that Mike's not here, and I hope that he gets to see his play and knows that we're all thinking of him. He did some great work. I think he knows he's a good writer already, and I got to learn a lot by working with Mike too about my own process, and that's good to learn stuff about yourself.
We did it, eh?
Yeah.
It was good, man. It was fun. I really enjoyed working with you. You know, you stuck with it. You never once backed away.
I really, really liked working with you, Bruce, and this has been a really, really, really good experience for me. This is something I've never done before, tried to take part in it or did something related. This is like completely brand new, so this is a completely open door for me.
To see you direct today just demonstrated how emotionally connected you are to the characters you created and their inner lives as well as their lives out in the world. And that is the key to this process, and that is, I feel you have the heart of an artist.
If you bring to the rest of the world half of what you brought to this process, you know, the world has reason to be ready for you, to need to get ready. This is really, really beautiful stuff, and I think you will be proud tonight because you have an excellent play.
I just wanted to say thank you to the coaches, because even though this was really stressful, they made it easier for me to actually get the work done instead of not doing anything. They asked questions, helped me through the hard parts, and made my life easier, I guess.
You had a lot of things you were coping with outside of Playwright, which made it a bigger challenge. But I appreciate your sticking with it and seeing it through. And you have a lot of stories in you. I know it's been really hard, but you haven't given up on it, and that's amazing given what you're going through with not feeling well. Here's your book, Aurora, and I can't wait to see you play.
So writers, we have given your notebooks back to you. Please keep them throughout the years. I guarantee you at age 25, 35, 45, 75, that your writing, your own writing, will continue to give back to you, and you will see different things in it then than you even know about now, okay? All right, very proud of you guys. House is open, so there is audience out there.
Hey guys,
Genevieve, you didn't know that. My play is called The Breaking Branches. Rosie, a shrew with a broken nose, is trying to find a new place to find food, but she's using it as an excuse to see Frederick, tangled fishing net.
Strange. Seeing somebody I was so close to. Going from making you feel so good to so scared. Now I feel panicked. Regretting even thinking it was a good idea to come here.
As much as you say you want to be on your own, you're not ready to be alone. I was a safety net for you.
This isn't fair for you to totally put this on me. I didn't make you stay on that bush for this long in the first place. I'm not a distraction. I'm an excuse for you not dealing with the mess you got yourself in.
Why don't I just leave and prove you wrong? I just wanted to tell the baby caterpillars to eat her all up.
Why would you say something like that?
I just don't like how she treats me. I don't want to have to rely on her. By going back to the flower, I have failed myself. But I want to get out. If I stay, I'd feel like I'm going to turn into a leaf that hates the world. That's the last thing I want to be.
I need help. I want to be closer to the trees.
How can I help you get closer?
You can bring me water from the creek. That would loosen the soil. It would make it easier for me to move closer to the grove of trees. The soil would not be as tight and as compact on my roots.
Is there anything less dangerous I can do to help?
Oh, you smell like sewage.
What? This? Sewage? What about you? Neat and tidy, everything in its place, and that repeating, it's retarded. Well?
Well, my retarded speaking thing comforts me, and it comforts others.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say the things I did. I was wrong. I've always been a bully and made my way through life by making others scared. I'm not like this. I want others to see the gentler side of me.
I understand.
This may be a way out. You make the choice.
I can't. I'm afraid of becoming too much like my family of snorkels in the shed. I don't want to pick up their habits.
Look, I'm desperate. I don't have any time at all. I felt like this little dot in the world that means nothing. Now here's my chance to change all of that. But I can't do it without you. If I don't build this boat, how will anyone know how much I'm worth?
Once we're finished, everyone will know.
Matthew, thank you for being
What
such
do you
a
know?
precious young man to work with. It was really fun.
Very welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Ah.
Bye, thank you. You were great to watch.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. It was fun working with you.
Hey, my mom needs you guys' autograph.
Oh, okay. I don't have a pen. I don't have a pen.
Good job.
Good job.
Sure.
Where do you want us to sign it?
Signed by your
Julian. Okay.
Yeah.
Emily.
I know, because that's what the end of
Thank you.
Wait, if you would please.
No, I don't know what you mean. This is new for me.
Thank you.
What, you want it on? Oh yeah.
Yeah, you have to unfold that.
Made me feel like a celebrity.
Special.